Going to be a turnover. Good fast break opportunity here. And she's going to get a hard foul down low. 2 shots coming here for the Skyhawks. Second one for her is good as well. It makes an 8-point early lead in the game for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks still sticking, and there's a trap. Kennedy King almost got it through there, but that's going to be another turnover by them as the Skyhawks slow it down a little bit here. Get down a little Shelby Velchop. She'll go for a nice little post look, and she'll score on that one. Skyhawks off to a 10-point early. Kennedy King still scoreless so far throughout the game. Good ball movement here by Kennedy King for the open 3-pointer. That one's going to be off as Cameron Velchop pulls it in. Cameron looking at the high-low to get it down to her sister Shelby. And she's going to take it herself, but they're going to call travel on her here. Skyhawks sticking in their 3-2 zone. It's worked well for them so far. Karen Velchop's almost going to come up with a steal there. Good deflection by her as it's knocked out of bounds. Eight seconds on the shot clock. Kennedy King's going to fire up a 3, but it's going to be short on an air ball there. Skyhawks will push up the court here. Kate Salisbury thinks about the 3. It's going to give it back out, though. Day's going to try to force up a shot, but that's going to get tipped out of bounds. Let's go back to Kennedy King here. Kennedy King's going to drive there. Missed a little bit of an easy layup. Still scoreless in the game. And that's going to be might be a turnover there, and there it is. Fast break opportunity here. 3-on-2. And there's going to be a foul call here. Kennedy King's going to go to the line for 2. At the line for Kennedy King is number 20, Rice. Her first free throw is going to be off to the left. Second free throw for her is also off. Fight for the rebound. And Cameron Velchop's going to come up for it for the Skyhawks. Holiday picks up the ball, but it's going to get it back to Kate Salisbury. Get down low, Shelby Velchop. Day will pull up a layup down low, but it's going to be blocked. She's going to do a nice little spin here, and that one's going to be off. A little confusion down low because they thought it was a shot clock violation, but they did get off in time. Kennedy King's going to fire the layup, and that one's going to be blocked by Shelby Velchop, though. Corner 3 for them. They're going to say no shot, and as she traveled, stepping back to the 3-point line. Early turnover there by the Skyhawks. Kenny King's going to get it. Think about the three, and they're going to get, well, would have been an easy layup there, but Cameron Veltrop's going to foul them to prevent the easy layup. Kenny King will go back to the line for two here. First one for Kenny King is good there. That'll be their first points of the game. Second one is off as Shelly Veltrop picks up the rebound. It looks like Kenny King was trying to go into a full court style man defense, but that's not going to work as Dave drives in for a contested layup. Score is now 12-1, 11-point lead here for the Skyhawks. Coming into this game, it definitely looked like an uphill battle with Kenny King having a very much better record than the Skyhawks, but so far it has been all Skyhawks here at home. Sauk's going to get in easy here. And they'll dribble across half court here. Nope, it's going to be a turnover there. Nice little spin there for Kenny King, but that one's going to be off as Maya West picks up the rebound. She's fighting down low. And she's going to be able to pass it out. And that's going to be a 10-second violation there on Sauk Valley. Turnover for them again. Seems like this full court style man defense from Kenny King might cause some problems throughout the game. Kenny King's going to fire up a three here. That one's going to hit for them. Score now 12-4, 8-point lead here for the Skyhawks. They're going to get across half court here easily. Maya West is going to drive in and get an easy layup there to respond to the three-pointer by Kennedy. And Kenny King's going to bring in a three-pointer there. The bank is open for them now. That's two back-to-back three-pointers there for Kennedy King. Seems like they're starting to find some motion on the offensive end and defensive end, it seems like. Dave's going to fire up a layup, but that one's going to be off. Fast break opportunity here for Kennedy King. And Sauk Valley is going to come up with the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball here. Dave's going to be able to get across half court here for the Skyhawks. Seems like they're trying to throw some doubles at her. Cross-court pass. That's going to be tipped, but it's going to stay here for the Skyhawks. Dave's going to fire up a three-pointer from the corner. That one's going to be off. Shelby Veltrop almost gets the rebound. Good handles here by Kennedy King. Fire up a wild layup here. That one's going to be off. Offensive rebound by them, but that's going to be an air ball in the layup. Another offensive rebound. A lot of offensive rebounds here for Kennedy King. Not what you want to see if you're the Skyhawks, especially since they do have the size advantage. And they're going to travel here, going back the other way, Skyhawk ball. Wild pass here for the Skyhawks. Shelly Veltrop not quite able to get her hands on it down low. Fast break opportunity here, and it's going to be tipped out from behind. It's going to stay down here with Kennedy King, though. Good hands by the Skyhawks there to prevent the fast break points, though. Shelly Veltrop's going to get a steal here. 43 seconds left to go in the quarter. They're going to call a foul here on the floor. We're going to call that on number 3 from Kennedy King. Skyhawks pass around, try and get it down low, it looks like. Kennedy King has switched into a 3-2 style zone. Maya West is going to fire a 3. That one's going to be off as Cameron Veltrop almost gets the rebound. 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. And it's going to be a foul called down low. Kennedy King will go back to the line for 2. Free throw off there for Kennedy King. They're 1 for 4 on free throws so far. That 3-pointer is going to be off. 2 seconds left. They got to put up a shot. And that one's going to bake in for them off of a heave. That'll be the first quarter for you. Score is 14-10. Skyhawks start off on a 12-1 run by themselves, leading the first for the entire first quarter. But now it's been all Kennedy King that has responded. They're on a run for themselves on a 9-2 run. Leading scorers so far is a tie. Both of them on the Skyhawks. Number 40, Cameron Veltrop, and number 32, Maya West, both have 4 points in the game so far. Sorry, second quarter. Skyhawks still up by 4, but Kennedy King just went on a little run for themselves to end the first quarter. Let's see if they'll be able to continue that run. They're going to get a wide open 3 here, and that one's just going to be off, but they're going to get an offensive rebound. And Shelby Veltrop's going to pull it back in for them. Oh, mix up down low. Day trying to get it down low, but wasn't quite expecting the pass down low. Number 32, Chloe Slock, or 33, Chloe Slock, sorry. Danny King's going to try to drive there, but it's going to be a travel call on them. And looks like they're going to stick in their full-styled man press. That press is going to be easily broken. Shelby Veltrop's going to get it down low and hit a nice little post hook there, bring the lead back up to 6. Kenny King's going to drive in there. Nice little pass down low. Bring the lead back down to 4. Seems like they found their rhythm, but the Skyhawks still seem to be in theirs offensively as well. Day thinks about the 3 there, but she's going to pass up on it. Kate Salisbury is going to take the corner 3 though, and that one's going to be a little too strong. And that's going to be an and 1 down low for Kennedy King. Count that bucket. Opportunity to bring it back to a 1-point game here. Making that basket for Kennedy King is number 24, Jackson. That'll be her first points of the game. They're going to call off her free throw there, say she stepped on the line. Still a 2-point game for the Skyhawks, but Kenny King is continuing their run that they started on at the end of the first quarter. Skyhawks struggling against their offense. And they're going to call a timeout here. Skyhawks' first timeout of the game. Kenny King still on their run, continuing from the first quarter. Now down to a 2-point game. It was an 11-point game at one point. Leading scorer so far is number 2 from Kenny King, now Cherry. She's at 6 points so far in the game. While Skyhawks has been a more team-style game, 3 Skyhawk players all have 4 points, which make up a majority of their points there. Skyhawks pass around. Shelby Veltrop's going to get it down low. Fire up a post hook. And she's going to immediately foul. Skyhawk bench not happy with the no call there on the other end, saying that Shelby Veltrop got fouled. Kenny King pass around. They're going to try to take a layup there, but Shelby Veltrop's going to block it. Fight for the rebound. Kenny King's going to get it back again. Skyhawks are just getting completely out-rebounded here down low, even though they do have a noticeable size advantage. And Maya West is going to throw it off here, off to Kenny King's to keep it Skyhawk ball. But going back, complete rebound advantage so far from Kenny King, even though Skyhawks have a height advantage. It appears to be purely be an effort thing from this standpoint. Shelly Velchop's going to get it down low, and she's going to get slapped on the wrist there. She's going to go to the line for 2. First free throw for Shelby Velchop is good. Second free throw for her is good. Been a back and forth game here now. Skyhawks have seemed to kind of slow down this Kennedy King run. As it's going to get tipped out of bounds, it's going to stay here for Kennedy King. But both teams throwing back and forth punches here on the offensive end. No team seems to be able to stop the other one so far offensively. Layup there for Kennedy King is good. They like their little floaters and test the layups so far this game. Day's going to take it across half court here. Maya West is going to try to drive in, and they're going to say she walked here. Sauk's going to double down low. Kennedy King's going to be able to sneak it out, though. 12 seconds left on the shot clock for them. 10 seconds. They're going to have to send something or get something fired soon. 5 seconds. They're going to take another nice little layup here. Almost all of their points have been off of just easy, simple drive-in layups so far. Going to get down low here to the Skyhawks. Missed layup. Fight for the rebound. Day's going to pick it back up. She's going to try to throw it back in, but it's going to be picked off for a turnover. And there's going to be a foul down low here on Shelby Velchop. Chance for Kennedy King here to take the lead back as it's currently tied up, and they're going to go to the line for 2 free throws here. Both free throws there is off. Game is going to stay tied, but Kennedy King's going to get an early steal. And there's going to be a push over the back call here on Kennedy King. Scott's going to inbound here to Kate Salisbury. She'll give off to Maya West, who's going to dribble across half court here easily. Shelly Velchop's going to pull up a nice little post hook, and that one's going to be off. Maya West is going to apply some full court pressure there, hoping to get an easy turnover. And that's going to be taken straight in for Kennedy King. No one stopped to pick up the ball as it's going to be drove straight through. Scott's going to take a nice little mid-range there, and that one's going to fall in. A little bit of a lob here. But that's going to be taken away here. Maya West is going to take it. And she's going to get a turnover here. It should be easy fast point layups here. And it will be. Kenny King back up 2. Another turnover here for the Skyhawks potentially. And they're going to call out of bounds off Kennedy King, but very risky pass coming in. Couple subs coming in for both teams. Skyhawks going to drive in here. Nice little hop step there, but it's going to be off. And Kenny King's going to get another nice little easy fast break layup here off the turnover. Fast break opportunity here, but Maya West is going to slow it back down. Kate Salisbury is going to take this 3, and that one's going to be off. Offensive rebound for Day, but that one's going to be off. And Skyhawks will get another offensive rebound and put it back in for an easy layup. Kenny King's going to call their second timeout of the game here. Score is now 24-22. Kenny King now in the lead. They've been back on a nice little run here to take the lead. Leading scorer is still number 2 from Kenny King, Cherry. She has 8 so far. Skyhawks' main problem on the defensive end is no one has just simply stopped the ball when Kenny King has tried to drive it down low into the middle. That's definitely something that's going to be a topic of conversation during halftime and maybe this timeout even. Kenny King has been trying to fire up some threes, but have not been able to connect, only hitting 2 of them. While Skyhawks have tried firing a couple threes of their own and haven't been able to hit any of them. Their main game plan so far has just been to try to hammer it down low to get some easier layups and offensive rebounds, utilizing their size advantage. That's going to be a turnover here for Kennedy King over the back. Little fumble there by Cameron Velchop. Day's going to try to take a mid-range, but that's going to be blocked. 2-on-1 opportunity here for Kennedy King. And there's going to be a foul count call down low here on Maya West. King will go back to the line for 2. First free throw there is good. Second free throw is good. Give now Kenny King a 4-point lead. Fresh rotation coming in for them as well to keep some of their players fresh. Almost a turnover there, but Gabby Abell is going to take it back and bring it back across half court. So going to go out of bounds, but they're going to say it's off Kennedy King here again. Almost another turnover there. It's going to be slapped back out of bounds. Day's going to fire off an early three, and that's going to be an air ball. Fight for a rebound, but Kennedy King is going to take it and have another fast break opportunity here. So they're going to get a three off of it. It was an air ball, but they get an easy offensive rebound to put it back in. Maya West takes it back across half court. She's going to drive in, fire up a wild layup, and that one's going to be off. Day's going to come up with it down low, though. Cameron Velchop is calling for it down low, thinking she has the advantage. Maya West going to drive again. Pull up a layup. That one's going to be off. Cameron Velchop fights for it, and that shot's going to be off from her. Step back three here for Cherry, and that one's going right in for her for a three-pointer. Kennedy King with the three, bring it to a 9-point game. Skyhawks here totally discombobulated. Karen Velchop gets it down low, and her layup's going to be off. She gets it back again, be off again. She'll get it back for a third time and finally put it in. Brings it back to a 7-point game. Kennedy King drives in here, puts up a layup. That one's going to be off. Karen Velchop blocks it off the offensive rebound, but it's going to stay down here with Kennedy King. Good ball movement here. They're going to get a three, and that one's going to be off. .38 seconds left to go in the half. Skyhawks pass it around. Kennedy King is going to be able to get a shot off no matter what. Karen Velchop gets it down low, and there's going to be a foul call down low. Karen Velchop will go back to the line for two. Cameron Velchop's first free throw is good. She remains to be solid at the free throw line. Second one for her is good. She has yet to miss a free throw at home so far this season. Very impressive free throw shooter, especially from their center, which you do not usually see. Kennedy King's going to hold for the last shot here. Just pass around. Day's going to get a steal, though. They'll get an opportunity here. Turnover by her, though. 2 seconds. They'll take a mid-range, and that's going to take the rest of the half. Final score going into halftime is 33-26. Kennedy King on top. To start the game, it was all Sauk Valley who took an early 12-1 lead, make 11-point lead. But so far, it has been all Kennedy King, who has just been throwing punches back at them, now making it a 7-point lead in Kennedy King's way. We're going to be back after at halftime. This is Mitchell Johnson back live from Standoff Court. Second half of the Skyhawk game against the Kings. Fast break opportunity here. Shelly Velchuk tries to get the block. That'll be an early 2 points to start off. Day's going to drive in, and she's going to get a nice little easy layup to respond there. Leading scorer so far for the game is number 2, Kayla Cherry from Kennedy King. Air ball there for Kennedy King. One for an offensive rebound put back, but that one's going to be off as Holiday Day drives it back up the court. Sorry, Harvest Day. First one for Kate Salisbury is off. Second one for Salisbury is good. Bring the lead back down to 6. Cross-court lob there. It's going to be outside the backboard. Easy stop there for the Skyhawks. Maya West is going to get to Shelby Felchop on full court pass. Nice little fast break. Easy layup points here for the Skyhawks off. It's a nice little start for them offensively. Harvest Day's going to get a steal now. Another fast break opportunity here. Shelby Velchop's going to get it back down low, and it's going to get fouled in the act. She's going to go back to the line for 2. Good start here for the Skyhawks. Potential to have an 8-point run here just for them. First one for Velchop is good. Her second free throw is good, bringing it back to the 2-point game here for the Skyhawks. Kenny King's going to fire 3. That one's going to be far off to the left. Air ball back towards the Skyhawks. Maya West going to drive in, get to Cameron Velchop down low, and she's going to score and tie the game back up at 35 apiece. That's a 10-0 run from the Skyhawks to start the second half. Long range 3 from Kennedy King, and they'll respond immediately and bury that one. Kate Salisbury is going to drive, and a blocking foul is going to be called. It's going to stay down here with the Skyhawks. Throwing it back down low to Shelly Velchop. She's going to miss an easy layup. And Cameron Velchop's going to respond and get an and 1. Count that bucket. Chance to tie the game back up here at 38 apiece. It has been all the Skyhawks here to start these first couple minutes in the third quarter. Cameron Velchop's free throw is good. She is still perfect from the line at home here this season. Foul down low here. Kenny King's going to get to go to the line for 2. They're going to call that one on Shelly Veltrop. That's going to be her 3rd foul so far of the night. First free throw for them is off. Second free throw for them is good. Bring back up to 1-point lead, but Skyhawks still have a chance here to reclaim that lead that they had during the first half. A little bit of confusion there. Cameron Velchop's going to get it back. And it's going to be a 10-second call. A little confusion here. And they're going to say that there's not a 10-second call there, that there was possession that was retained by Kennedy King, and that it should have reset the shot clock. Skyhawks get away with one there. Harvest Days tries a 3. That one's going to be tipped off. Shot from Cameron Veltrop's off. That's going to be off the hands of Cameron Veltrop as she kind of tipped that one out of bounds. Turnover here for Kennedy King. Skyhawks with a chance to regain the lead now. Harvest Day's going to drive in. Try to get it down low. That one's going to be off. Fast break opportunity here. And there's going to be a foul call down low to prevent the easy layup. First free throw for Kennedy King is off again. They've been under 50% today from the line. Not something that you usually see from them. Second free throw. That one will ring in though. Bring it back up to a 2-point lead. As they have started to bring a halt to the Skyhawks run as Kate Salisbury brings her across half court. Kate Salisbury is going to drive in, try to get to Cameron Veltrop, but that pass is going to be off, causing a turnover. Kennedy King passing around. They'll get into the middle here. Mid-range. Fight for a rebound. That one's going to be off. Cameron Veltrop's going to get a block there. Another offensive rebound for Kennedy King. And they're going to say she stepped out of bounds here. Going to go back towards the Skyhawks. Skyhawks get into Maya West here, who gives it back up to Kate Salisbury. Get down low, Cameron Velchop, fight for the ball. It's going to be a turnover here for the Skyhawks. Nice little Euro step. That's going to be off. Offensive rebound is off. And they're going to be fouled down low. Skyhawks have struggled all game off of the offensive glass, which is not something you usually see from them because they have a strong height advantage in most of their matchups, including in their matchups tonight. First free throw's good. Second free throw for them is off as Cameron Velchop pulls back in the rebound. Game was tied at 38. Kennedy King has slowly brought it back to a 3-point lead just off of free throws. Bad pass there from Maya West to cause turnover. Almost had a fast break opportunity there. It would have been 3-on-1. Fade away there. Kennedy King got away with a little bit of a travel there. That three-pointer is going to be off. Fight for the rebound. They'll get another offensive rebound. Kennedy King's going to fire another three. That one's going to be an air ball. And that's going to be a shot clock violation going back towards the Skyhawks there. Kind of a wild pass there from on the inbound. It's going to be another turnover, and Kennedy King's going to get a nice little easy layup here. Bring it back up to a 5-point game. Kate Salisbury's going to take it across half court, and she's going to get fouled on her drive to the bucket. First free throw for Kate Salisbury is good. Kennedy King in foul trouble, so now every foul will go to 2 free throws here for the Skyhawks. Second free throw will also be good, bring it back to a 3-point game. And Sauk Valley is going to take an immediate full-length timeout. It's going to be their first one of the half. Sorry, third quarter was all Sauk Valley as they went on a 10-0 run to tie up the game. Now it's been a little bit of a back-and-forth punch. Kennedy King is still up by 3, but Sauk Valley is right behind them. Score is currently 43-40. Leading scorer of the game is number 2, Cherry from Kennedy King. But right behind her is number 40, Cameron Velchop from Sauk Valley. She's at 13. Cherry is at 14. 3.5 minutes left to go in the quarter. Kennedy King still up by 3. They'll drive in here, throw up a wild layup. Another offensive rebound for them. And that one's going to ring in. Sauk Valley is losing this game off of offensive rebounds. This game would not even be close if it wasn't for the dominance on the offensive glass from Kennedy King. That's going to bounce off the front of Maya West. Turnover by Sauk Valley. Kennedy King will fire off a 3, and we'll get another offensive rebound. They'll fire up another 3. That won't be off. It's Cameron Belchop will pull it in for the Skyhawks. Almost a turnover there. It's going to be a foul call down low, and Skyhawks are going to be shooting 2. At the line is going to be number 23, Jess Johns. Her first free throw is going to be off. Her second free throw will bottom in though, bring it back to a 4-point game. Deep 3 for Cherry there. Fight for the offensive rebound, but Maya West is going to come up with it. And they're going to call a foul here down low. It's going to be 2 free throws here that Maya West will get to shoot. Potential to bring it back to a 2-point game. Her first free throw will go in. 3-point game now with just over 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Second free throw will also go in. 2-point game now, 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Skyhawks sticking in their 3-2 style zone. Kennedy King offense has been a little stagnant so far in this half, as a foul is going to be called here on Maya West. Kennedy King's going to swing around, go for a little cross-court pass there. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 6 seconds, need to guard up on her. 4, she'll fire a shot, and that one's going to go behind the basket. But they're going to say that's an offensive rebound. 1 second left to go on the shot clock. And they're going to say it's a shot clock violation. And King's going to settle back into the full court style press. They'll get into Harvest Day, who's going to take it up the court, and she'll get across half court easily. Karen Velchop's going to get it down low. Pop hook shot. Fight for the offensive rebound, and that's going to stay here on this end. Shelby Velshop's going to come in now. Shelby Velshop's going to pull up for a nice little mid-range. That's going to be off. But Harvest Day's going to get back to tie up the game at 45 apiece. .52 seconds left to go in this quarter. Tie game. Both teams are going to get a shot here. Fight for a loose ball. And they're going to call a jump ball off for this. It's going to stay down here with Kennedy King, though. Good hustle by them. Kennedy King's going to fire a three, and that one's going to be off as Cameron Velshop comes up with the rebound. Harvest Day thought about the full court pass. Nice ball movement here by Skyhawks as they retake the lead. Now with 24 seconds left, going to have Kennedy King will get a shot here to end. Will get a shot here to end the quarter to regain the lead or potentially tie it. And that's going to be a turnover by them. Pass up to Maya West. Who's going to miss an easy layup? Fight for a rebound. 2 seconds left. And they will not get a good shot off there. That's going to be the end of the third quarter there. Skyhawks have now went on a low run for themselves to end the quarter to retake the lead. Scores down 47-45. They started the third quarter off with a little run for themselves to regain it back to a tie game. Kennedy King respond with a 5-point swing to bring it back up to a 5-point lead. Now the Skyhawks respond back with a 7-point swing to give them a 2-point lead now. Ten minutes left to go in the game. It has been a close game so far. Skyhawks still only up by 2 as they just regained the lead to end the third quarter. Remember, this was supposed to be an uphill battle here for the Skyhawks, with Kennedy King being 10-2 and the Skyhawks being 1-9. Harvest Day's going to put up a nice little floater, and that's going to rattle in for her. Skyhawks now have a 4-point lead. This could be a major upset here for the Skyhawks. Gabby Bell's going to gamble and try to go for a steal. That will be off her, but luckily Harvest Day's there to pick up the defense. Right here. And they're going to call a foul here on Harvest Day. She's starting to get fired up now on the defensive end. Kennedy King's going to take a mid-range. That one's going to be off. Fight for the rebound. Gabby Bell's going to end up with it, and they're going to call an early jump ball off of that tie-up. Skyhawks have now transitioned into what appears to be a 2-3 zone. Kenny King's going to rattle in mid-range there, bring the lead back down to 2. And they're going to call travel here off Gabby Bell. Che was able to get a hand in on that ball to prevent the dribble from coming back down. Cross court skip pass. Kenny King will take a 3, and that one will bang in for them. Oh, they're going to call that one a 2-pointer. Sayer Froze on the line. Kate Salisbury is going to get a fast break opportunity, and she'll pass it back into Caitlin Velchop, who will retake the lead now for the Skyhawks. Caitlin Velchop currently has 15 points, with her sister having 12. As she's going to get called for a foul there. It's going to be her second one of the game, or third one of the game. First free throw here for Cherry is off. She currently has 14 as the leading scorer for Kennedy. Second one from her will go in though. Brings it back to a 1-point lead. It's going to be another early jump ball call. It's going to remain with the Skyhawks though. And Skyhawks going to call a timeout here. Their first one of the half. They currently have a 1-point lead still. Now it's been kind of going back and forth during the fourth quarter, but the third quarter was again all Skyhawks. Kate Salisbury is going to pick it up here for the Skyhawks, and she'll dribble it straight across half court. Maya West is going to take an early 3. That one's going to be off. Fast break opportunity here. And that one's going to go in for Kenny King. They'll retake the lead. Kate Salisbury is going to take it back across half court. Give it up to Cameron Velchop, and she'll put that one in. Back and forth action here. 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. Both teams have not been able to stop each other offensively so far, especially off the fast breaks. Turnover here. And they're going to call a foul here off of Kennedy King. Jess Johns is going to come in for Maya West. Karen Velchop's going to get down low, and she'll put that one in. 3-point game now. Karen Velchop's now up to 19 points for the night. And she almost gets a steal there. They're going to say no shot there. Nice handles there by number 0 from Kennedy King. Nice little floater. That one's going to be off again for them. Another offensive rebound for them. Harvest Day's going to get the steal, though. Shelby Velchop's going to get an easy bucket here down low. Push the lead back up to 5. And timeout here from Kennedy King. 5-point lead now for the Skyhawks. Last timeout, Kennedy King was up by 2. Now the Skyhawks are now up by 5. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the game. Cameron Velchop is your leading scorer. She has 19. Cherry from Kennedy King, though, is close behind. She has 17. Both of their buckets going in very different ways. Cameron Velchop has been scoring down the post all night, while Kennedy King's Cherry has been raining 3-point shots with a nice little floaters to get her 17 points. Six minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the game. Skyhawks are up by 5 against Kennedy King. This could be a big upset here for the Skyhawks as they are 1-9 on there, and Kennedy King is 10-2. They were the heavy favorites coming in tonight, but the Skyhawks retain the lead with 6 minutes left to go in the game. Kennedy King will fire up a 3, and that one's going to be off for them. Kate Salisbury is going to drive it back across half court. Harvest Day is going to drive in now, put up her own little floater. That'll be a fast break opportunity here for Kennedy King. That one's going to be off for them. They'll pull up another wild layup. And that won't be off, and it's going to stay down here, they say. Kennedy King will drive in, put up a nice little floor, but Harvest Day is going to block that one from behind. That one's going to get blocked down low, too. Shelby Velchop's going to drive in. Winning from hers off. Cameron Velchop gets up and going to get fouled down low. She's going to go back to the line for 2. Not the person you want to foul if you're Kennedy King. Cameron Velchop has yet to miss a free throw here on her home court all season. First one from here is good. Brings up to a 6-point lead. Second one from her is also good, keeping her streak alive. 7-point game now. 5 minutes left to go. Still very attainable for Kennedy King to come back and regain the lead. Another turnover here by Kennedy King. Going to go back towards the Skyhawks as they get out of bounds. Kennedy King has been looking flustered so far in this fourth quarter, and most importantly, they've been off this entire half. It has been all Skyhawks in this second half. As Cameron Velchop is going to go on low again. Another easy 9-point lead now for them. And there's going to be a foul called down low on Cameron Veltrop as she tries to block a layup. That's going to be her fourth one of the game. She's in a bit of foul trouble now. Coach is going to decide to keep her in for the time being. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Harvest Day's going to take it across half court, slow it down a little bit. Skyhawks looking to get in. They're going to get it down low. Cameron Veltrop who's going to put it back in. They have not been able to stop her down low. She's at 25 for the game. Cherry's going to fire up a three, try to get her team back. Offensive rebound is going to be obtained by Kennedy King, and they'll get a nice little putback to respond. Jess Johnson's going to get in. She'll take it herself here. That was going to go off as Cameron Veltrop tries to fight for a rebound. Jess Johnson's going to get the offensive rebound and put it back in. And one, count the basket. Opportunity here to push the lead up to 10 now. What a way for the Skyhawks to respond so far in this fourth quarter. Seems like any time Kennedy King has gained some momentum, the Skyhawks have been able to respond almost immediately with the basket of their own. Just under 3.5 minutes left to go in the game. Kennedy King is going to respond here and put in a floater of their own. Harvest Day's going to get a wide open three-pointer. That one's going to be off from her. But Shelby Veltrop's going to get the rebound. Give it back to her. And that layup's going to be good from Harvest Day. She's up to 12 now. And they're going to call a blocking foul here on the Skyhawks. Jess Johnson's going to come out. That was her fourth foul of the night. Coming in first, number 33, Chloe Sauk. Another forward here for the Skyhawks coming in. First shot is off. Second free throw rattling. Lead is at 8. Harvest Day's going to take it across half court. Cameron Veltrop's calling for it down low. She wants the ball. Harvest Day's going to drive in. Give up to Cameron. She'll take one dribble and get it in one basket down low. 10-point lead now again. Opportunity to make it 11. What a response again here for the Skyhawks. Kennedy King has not been able to respond to the driving kick all night from the Skyhawks. That has been their bread and butter here, as Cameron Veltrop has 27 on the night so far. Shelby Veltrop, her sister, has 14, who are their two leading scorers for the Skyhawks. Cherry is still leading score so far for Kennedy King at 17. Cameron Velchop remains perfect from the line here, and she'll go up to 28 for a night. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the game. Lead is now at 11. Still obtainable here for Kennedy King, but their run will need to start now. And that's a good way to start there. Nice ball movement there by them. Lead back down to 9. Clock is on the side of Skyhawks here. "16 seconds on the shot clock. Skyhawks trying to waste as much time off the clock as possible. They'll get it down low to Cameron Velchop, who's going to get another and one basket down low. That's going to bring her total up tonight to 30 points for Cameron Velchop as she goes back to the line to bring it up to a 12-point game potentially. Her free throw is good. She remains perfect from the line for the season here at home. 12-point lead now for the Skyhawks. All they have to do is play some good defense, and this one is over. Cherry's going to drive in. They're going to call a push here on a holiday day. Not holiday, sorry, Harvest Day. First free throw there from Cherry is good. Second free throw is also good, as Kennedy King's going to call one of their last timeouts of the night. Minute and a half left to go in the game. 10-point lead here for the Skyhawks. Big upset in the makings potentially here. Kennedy King started off the season 10-2, while the Skyhawks are 1-9 for the season. This could be a big upset when potentially a momentum shifter here for the Skyhawks season if they're able to close out this game. They have a 10-point lead, so all they should need to do here is play some good defense and not get any turnovers for easy fast break layups for Kennedy King, and this will be in the bag for them. Kennedy King has transitioned into a 2-2-1 full court trap, it seems. Try to get some turnovers here for the Skyhawks. Kate Salisbury is going to dribble across half court though. And she's going to get a double dribble there. Harvest Day goes to force the pickup. Cherry's going to fire a three. That one's going to be off, fight for a rebound, and it's going to be a foul called down low. Not what you want to see if you're the Skyhawks. That's going to stop the clock and give Kennedy King an opportunity to go get another 2 points. First one for Kennedy King is off. Second one will go in though. 9-point game now. If you're the Skyhawks, you want to waste as much time off the clock as possible. They're going to call a foul here though, as Maya West is going to go to the line for 2. First one from Maya West is going to be off. Second one for her is going to remain in, bring him back to a 10-point lead here. Jerry's going to drive in. That's going to be a turnover here. Minute left to go in the game. Maya West is going to dribble across half court, and that might be the game here. Skyhawks going to call a full timeout here, one of their last ones of the game here. Score is 74-64. Skyhawks up by 10. No easy turnover, or no bad turnovers, I should say, and the Skyhawks will be able to easily pull this game in to get their second win of the season. And what a second win it will be against a strong, very strong Kennedy King. After the end of this game, we will take a short break, and the men's game will be on against the Skyhawks and Kennedy Kings. Skyhawks are just coming off the Highland tournament where they got third place. It's been a good run from them so far. Start of the season, they started 1-4, and now they're up to a winning records for the rest of the season. Harvest Day is going to get it for the Skyhawks. And they're going to try a foul her here. Hustle for the ball. And there's going to be a jump ball called here. Steal here for Harvest Day and make up for that turnover. But Kennedy Kings will take her straight back. If you're the Skyhawks, all you do is you limit three-pointers here. Fight for rebound. Maya West is going to get it. She'll dribble across half court. And she's just going to dribble out the clock here. And that's going to be a win for the Skyhawks here tonight. 13 seconds left to go. Final score is going to be 74-64. Skyhawks going to come out on top and push their record to 2-8 on the season. They will pull a massive upset win against the Kennedy Kings, who were 10-2, but now are going to fall 10-3. What a win by the Skyhawks here tonight. We are going to take a short break, and we are going to come back with the men's game here in about 15 minutes.